Now, my name is Barbara Lee. I happen to be a member of Congress, thanks to Oakland in the House, Berkeley, 13th Congressional District, thanks to you. And I believe in the power of our union. And in 2018, yes, I pledged to resist like never before. Never before. Never before. And as I look out on all of your faces, I am reminded that no matter how many ways that this Trump administration try to take us back, the women of America are still moving forward. We're moving forward. Now, some of you may remember that I boycotted President Trump's inauguration. You may remember that. I came here. I simply could not sit and celebrate a president who rode racism, sexism, xenophobia, and bigotry to the White House. I couldn't celebrate that. Now, I'm excited to be with you here tonight at the State of Our Union, because let me be clear, I'm not in the House of Representatives, in the Capitol tonight. I do respect the office of the presidency. I've been elected to Congress now since 1998, 20 years, okay? Since my election, I have attended every State of the Union, even when George Bush was president, and I totally disagreed with him on every issue, okay? But I respect the office of the president. See, but I could not attend tonight because of President Trump's disregard for our democratic institutions and his dishonor of the office of the president. He has not honored his office. So I'm here. I can't normalize nor condone his agenda and what he has done, because he has denigrated this office. That's right, and I'm resisting this, so, you know. His attacks on the press almost daily. He undermines the intelligence community. He attacks our judicial system when the Constitution gets in his way. Now, the Washington Post recently reported that in the last year, President Trump has lied or misled the American people 2,000 times, excuse me, not 20, right? 2,000 times. 2,000 times. What kind of message does that send to our children? When he's not tearing at the seams of our society, he's cyberbullying political opponents, nearly tweeting us into a nuclear war, and fanning the flames of racism, sexism, and bigotry, all of which divide us. All of which divide us. He refused, mind you, to insist that General Kelly apologize to our sister, Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, for lying about the good work she has done. That's not honoring the office of the president. He, to this day, has not issued an apology for that. And of course, his S-hole comments about Africa, the homeland of my ancestors, Haiti, El Salvador, the way he treats our immigrant communities, the way he's using our dreamers as a political ploy in his political game, no way. He has denigrated the office of the presidency, and I am not going to sit there and clap tonight. No, I'm not going to do that. Love you back. So there is good news, because you're here and I'm here. And at every turn, the resistance, which is being led by progressive women, has sent a clear message. Not on our watch are we going to go back. Women know what's at stake if we allow this president to erode our democracy. That's why the State of Our Union as women is united. We're united by courage. We're united by strength. We're united by the unshakable truth that an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. On all of us. When the president tried 3 times to impose an unconstitutional Muslim ban, Courageous women united by strength stopped him. Stopped him. When the president tried to rip health care from millions, courageous women united by strength protected the Affordable Care Act. When the president tried to force this nation to turn its back on dreamers, courageous women united by strength said, dreamers are Americans too, and we're not going to let you and let ICE deport our young people. We're not going to do that. Women are leading the resistance because we've been fighting against structural sexism all of our lives. All of our lives. And though we've made tremendous progress, we have much further to go. When 1 out of 3 women in America experience some form of sexual violence in her lifetime, we've got work to do. When women, especially women of color, are paid less for the same work of their male counterparts, we've got work to do. And when women, and particularly women of color, are underrepresented in a political system that continues to oppress women, we've got a heck of a lot of work to do. We do. So we can't afford to get tired, right? In the Black church, we have a song, I ain't no way tired, I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I know we haven't come this far for him to leave me. Well, let me tell you, we've got to stand firm in our commitment to resist this president and this agenda of the alt-right and white supremacy. So I just have to say in conclusion that, of course, the space I'm in requires me to say this because one of the greatest forms I think of resistance we have is the ballot box, right? That's one of the ways. I had the honor of working on the presidential campaign of the first African-American woman ever to run for president, the first African-American woman elected to Congress, Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. She was my mentor. She was my mentor. She taught me that I had to register to vote. And the greatest lesson I learned from Shirley, we called her Mrs. C, was that we can change this unjust system by voting and by getting politically active and also by holding our elected officials accountable. Holding them accountable. And as she so famously said, they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair, right? Bring a folding chair, but that's what our revolution is all about. We refuse to let this president and this administration and the Republicans in Congress keep us on the sidelines. Not only do we have folding chairs, we intend to stay at this table. Stay at this table as we fight for equal pay for women, women's right to choose, access to affordable health care, and for child care, and for dignity of all women and people in this United States of America and throughout the world. And so, yes, we're fighting to preserve our democracy and the promise of America, which still hasn't been fulfilled. Still hadn't been fulfilled. But you are the promise. And this is the state of our union. And so thank you again so much for being here. And thank you for staying woke.